Hi, my name is Jacqueline Cianci, and I'm going to be discussing Parmalat and Ferrero's corporate business issues. Corporate social responsibility and management are both very important in the success of a company. Ethical standards should be implemented in all business models, including philanthropic responsibilities, ethical responsibilities, legal responsibilities, and economic responsibilities. Governance is also very important in every business model. They should separate the entities of the top management, the family council, and the board of directors from each other. All three of these play a different role and are part of a different area in the business. But they do overlap, as you can see in the diagram below, and they work together and challenge each other with the best interests of the company, its employees, and stakeholders. Within the three entities of the company, the CEO and chairman are also huge assets in any corporate business. They should be two separate people having another person to monitor the company and to help grow the company with the CEO. Now I'm going to be discussing family-owned businesses in Italy, and specifically Ferrero and Parmalat. 85% of businesses in Italy are family-owned, and they provide 70% of all employment in Italy. The management and family involvement continues for generations, and it plays a vital role in the success of a family-owned business. Parmalat and Ferrero are two Italian family-owned businesses that started in the mid-1900s. Parmalat started in 1961, whereas Ferrero started in 1946. Parmalat is a great example of a business that represents poor governance and not a good code of ethics that ultimately caused the collapse of the company. Whereas Ferrero has an excellent code of ethics and governance within its company and has been successful for many years. Now I'll be discussing the background of Parmalat. Parmalat was founded in 1961, and it is a multinational conglomerate business in the dairy industry. It was founded by Callisto Tanzi, and it was the first company to invent the Tetra Pak. The Tetra Pak sparked a new invention to package milk in cardboard cartons instead of plastic containers. And you can store this milk for up to 6 months without refrigeration, as you see in the picture below. The company boomed in sales and was experiencing high demand for its products worldwide. Parmalat decided to move its company into the international business and expand to many international markets. It had 214 subsidiaries in 48 countries. Parmalat then faced scandals between 1990 and 2003. Parmalat had engaged in unethical ways and corporate financial fraud, which led to the collapse of the company. Ferrero, on the other hand, was founded in 1946 in Alba, Piedmont, Italy, and it was founded by Pietro Ferrero. It is most known for its Nutella spread, which is a hazelnut chocolate spread, as you can see in the right corner. In 1950, the company was passed down to his son, Mikhail, and he further developed the other famous products that Ferrero has to offer, such as the Kinder Chocolate Bar, the Tic Tac Mints, and the Ferrero Rocher. In 1997, Mikhail became very ill, and he had to pass down the leadership of the company to his two sons, Giovanni and Pietro, who share the position of CEO. Parmalat had faced many issues and problems within its company, and all these issues that Parmalat had faced could have arose in Ferrero, but because Ferrero implemented from the start a good code of ethics and governance system, they prevented themselves from incurring any of these problems. I'm going to be discussing the contrast between Parmalat and Ferrero in regarding ethical issues and governance. Parmalat had engaged in non-ethical behaviors. They had engaged in fraudulent accounting practices such as the double billing scheme, where they would double their transactions, so they would make double the amount of profits than they really had. And this was for them to get loans from the banks, because the banks saw that they had a lot of profit and equity in their bank account, but in reality they were fake documentation of profits. They also claimed a non-existing account in Bank of America and were forging verification letters. On the other hand, Ferrero has instilled a good code of ethics within its company, and this helps them protect them from illegal actions. They value loyalty, trust, respect, responsibility, integrity, sobriety, and passion for research and innovation within its company. They also have a policy of maximum transparency, which instills trust and loyalty in their customers, their employees, and their stakeholders. Now I'm going to be discussing Parmalat and Ferrero regarding governance issues and how they govern their businesses. Parmalat had very improper management with the board of directors, and they had many family members on the board and also friends. The CEO of the company, Callisto Tansi, was both the CEO and the chairman, so there wasn't a second person that was looking over and monitoring the company and seeing what Callisto Tansi was doing. And this caused him to get away with illegal business practices because no one was counteracting his decisions. Whereas Ferrero has implemented a good governance system, the chairman of the board plays a guiding role rather than executive, so this person oversees and monitors the company. Also, within the board of directors, they also have family members that are not directly from the Ferrero family, and these people are appointed based on their skills and qualification, and they are continually assessed to make sure that they are qualified and they are helping grow the business. Ferrero also implements a monitoring system where their finances are governed by many associates to avoid being involved in laundering activities. So they are very open and honest with all the associates. They also make in-depth checks on their business counterparts and suppliers before they establish any business relationships. And lastly, they use transfer methods approved and documented following internal procedures to make payments for goods and services. In conclusion, good governance makes all the difference in family-owned businesses. Family businesses with a good code of ethics and effective governance practices are more likely to be successful and long-lived. It is important to follow these formal policies and to make sure the business is running properly. It is also important to have independent boards, such as the family council being separate from the executive. And there should be a clear definition of one's role and have regular meetings where they can express any questions and concerns they have about the business operation. Parmalat's inadequate governance failed to implement an effective monitoring system, along with their lack of responsibility for a code of ethics, and their desire for power and greed over market share all contribute to the collapse of the company. Whereas Ferrero has implemented a code of ethics and a good governance system, their code of ethics is based on loyalty and trust and integrity, and they also have this guiding mantra to work, create, and donate. They have an effective governance that contributes to the sustainability of the company, and they also employ people outside of the family business to top positions to help monitor the company and grow the company. Thank you.